The Ford 300 cubic inch 4.9-liter inline-6 is legendary. Ask any experienced engine builder in America, and they will tell you it is one of the most durable power plants ever cast in iron. It uses no timing chain, no timing belt, and runs on pure tractor blueprint logic. But if you own a 9-6 Ford F-150 pickup truck with this engine, you need to hear the truth. Even an immortal engine has weak points that can leave you stranded on the side of the highway. Today, we are breaking down the 3 hidden failures that cause this industrial legend to die prematurely, and how to prevent them before it's too late. The biggest engineering secret inside the Ford 300 Inline-6 is how the camshaft and crankshaft communicate. Instead of a chain, Ford used direct drive gears. This design is practically indestructible, except for one massive detail. To keep the engine quiet, the factory installed a fiber composite camshaft gear, known as a phenolic gear. Over 30 years of heat cycles, this composite material becomes brittle. Without warning, the teeth on the gear can strip off completely. When this happens, your engine loses synchronization instantly. While the 300 is a non-interference engine, meaning a timing failure won't bend your valves. Losing that gear means a mandatory tow truck ride and a complex teardown of the front timing cover. Engine builders recommend replacing it with a heavy-duty steel or aluminum gear set during any major service. The second issue is a silent killer of electrical components, the notorious pushrod side cover gasket leak. Because this engine is a non-overhead cam design, it features a long steel side plate covering the lifters and pushrods. Over decades, the factory cork gasket degrades, hardens, and shrinks. Oil begins to seep down the passenger side of the engine block. This isn't just an annoying driveway stain. On a 1992 to 1996 Ford F-150 pickup truck, this oil leak drops directly onto the starter motor and the primary ground wires. Over time, the hot oil penetrates the starter housing, degrading the internal brushes and causing intermittent no-start conditions that confuse most owners. Upgrading to a modern, high-quality silicone gasket is a cheap fix that protects your expensive starting system. The final generation of the 300 engine featured electronic fuel injection. While this improved fuel efficiency, it introduced a modern problem: heat soak under the intake manifold. The upper intake manifold sits directly above the exhaust manifolds, creating extreme heat retention after you turn the engine off. This heat bakes the factory fuel injector O-rings until they become hard as plastic. When they crack, fuel begins to bleed down into the cylinders while the truck is parked, causing a flooded engine condition and a rough idle upon cold starts. More importantly, leaking fuel on a hot engine block is a severe fire hazard that every owner must inspect immediately. The Ford 300 Inline-6 deserves its reputation as an American anvil. It is a true asset in your garage that will easily clear 300,000 miles if you address these minor age-related issues. Don't let a simple piece of worn rubber or aged fiber destroy the reliability of your classic pickup truck. If you want the real, unfiltered technical advice to keep your classic Ford on the road without the dealership fluff, hit that subscribe button. Join the F150 Garage and protect your legacy. We will see you in the next one.